rolling, and the game begins. Yes.
I cut you off earlier.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, Matthew. Stop.
I was thinking about if it was still going to be fun without anybody else in the room.
And it's not.
It's not as fun.
No, of course not.
Let me make sure. Oh, I was straight off the mic.
Now you're just a man.
Oh,
Matthew.
That's all I got. That is really all I got.
Matthew,
genuinely.
that's on camera now.
Generally, that's all I got. I know. I fucked up the mic.
That was so
It was
upsetting.
not as fun.
No, of course it's not. You're just bullying me.
Yeah,
it wasn't
not
fun
as
to begin with. Now you know.
I cut you off mid-mailman talk.
Yeah, because you wanted. Do you want to just tell your mailman
No, I wanted
story?
to hear. There was more to your mailman.
Not
story.
really.
I cut it off. Yes, there was.
Not really. He, my mailman. I order so many, comic books.
Can I
local
interject?
shops. Yeah.
That was bad. That was bad podcasting by you.
When?
Just now.
At which part?
When
There's a
you were
lot
like-
of things I said that could have been bad podcasting.
When you were like, my story was already over. You want to just tell yours? No, that's not the point, Andy.
All right, fine. Well, I'm going.
Fluid mailman talk.
I'm going. So I order so many. I get so many boxes. He's like, "What do you collect?" Like he knows I must be collecting something. So I go, "Oh, comics." And he goes, "Oh, no kidding, Mr. Gigabombo." He's like, he points down the street. He's like, "You see that gray car?" He's like, the guy in that house collects, stuff like that too, or figures or something. It's like, "Oh, no kidding." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go when I see him. I'll ask, I'll tell him about you. See if you guys can." This mailman, yeah. He's getting things together.
Matchmaker.
Okay, I got to get
trying
going.
to build a sense of community.
He really is, and he's doing a heck of a job. But also, I'm like, you're just telling me what this guy is ordering? You can't do that.
That goes that guy what you're ordering.
That goes against the mailman's code. I know, but I'm also like, yeah, it's fine if you do. But I don't think that old man gave him permission. I mean, it seems like he absolutely did.
Hey, Mr. Mailman, if you see anybody else around the neighborhood collecting comics, let me know.
Which is not a bad thing to say.
Yeah, find people with similar
But this
interests.
this mailman, I think because he's delivered so many things to my porch, I get the sense that he feels like he knows me. Like when somebody runs into I don't know, Jerry Seinfeld or something, and they've watched them on TV for so many years, it feels like you know them. Yeah. And that's a sense I get with this mailman.
Can I ask you a question? So
yeah.
You've lived in your house for how long?
A year, 2 years, something like that.
No way.
Over 2 years, year and a half. I don't know, man.
Because I feel like I've only been in my house for 2 years.
Well, I don't know how long I've been there. It's been at least a year and a half.
No, you bought your house almost exactly a year after me because Halloween. That's how I know when we got our house was because before we were moved in, we gave out Halloween candy there. And then last year, our folks went to your house for Halloween because you just moved in.
And that was the first Halloween.
Yeah. Because we're on our
so
third Halloween.
A year and a half. Yeah, and this was our second.
Yeah.
That's it. Halloween. What? Just make Halloween the new year, man. That's how we tell time anyway.
Is that the first time you've talked to your mailman in that
No, I talked
span?
to him. That's the second time I've talked to him.
Okay. What was the first conversation? Just a hey, we just moved here kind of thing?
No,
or?
first time I talked to him we had a different mailman. I think he's the new permanent mailman.
Okay.
And then there's another guy.
Yeah, they got guys who walk a beat
Yeah,
they're subs. They have mailmen have subs.
Which is what he told me. He's like, listen, he's like, I don't want to give too much away, but he's like, this is a thing that I can do for you with these packages. I'm going to tell Justin, the sub, to do this thing as well. And I was like, okay, that sounds fine.
Perfect.
But a very nice guy.
Subs.
But yeah, the first time I talked to him was last week.
Nice.
But he's a nice dude.
Two conversations in a week.
Two conversations. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a very personable mailman.
So I've lived in my house for... Why? I'm perfect.
No, because it's got to be similar to me.
I'm perfect. I've lived in my house for little over 2 years now, as we just established. And I just had my first conversation with the mailman the other day.
God. What is this country coming to?
And I was raking leaves, and he was delivering mail.
That's a good task to be approached during.
And he gave me a leaf raking suggestion, which I didn't appreciate. Because I've raked a lot of leaves in my yard in the past 2 years, and I know all the tips and tricks. I got all types of gizmos and gadgets too. What I was doing this day is I had a random urge. I was actually cleaning out my basement. It was after my basement flooded, and so I was in and out of the back door of my house bringing shit out of the basement quite a bit, and I have a fence into my backyard, and the leaves, the wind takes the leaves and just sticks them to my fence. So, like, as I'm doing this, I'm bringing stuff in and out of the house, and there's just an absurd amount of leaves in my driveway, like, stuck up against this fence. And the first time I walked out to throw some out, I was like, man, that's a lot of leaves. And the second time, I was like, man, I fucking hate how many leaves that is. And the third time, I was like, dude, I'm going to fucking shoot somebody if somebody doesn't get these leaves out of here. So then the fourth time, I was like, I stopped what I was doing in the basement. I'm like, I'm fucking removing these leaves. So I was just doing that portion of the leaf removal. And so I'm bringing just one big pile of leaves from my fence down my driveway to the curb. And so I'm just, I've got a good strategy going. But he sees me and he's like, you should try using a tarp. Like, put them on a tarp and then drag the tarp out to the curb. That way we don't have to rake them all around, which is a great tactic for removing leaves. I use that for my backyard leaf removal. But, like, he's saying this to me. I'm like, buddy, you fucking think I don't know? Do you fucking think I don't know the fucking...
Maybe you don't. I would never have thought of that.
Buddy,
I'm not a
me
leaf guy.
Outside raking leaves. You think I don't know the fucking tarp trick? I know the tarp trick.
It depends.
This is not what I was wearing.
Okay.
I was wearing my outdoor do stuff.
What kind of pants do you have on?
That day I had shorts on.
What kind of shorts? Like
Athletic
basketball
shorts. But I had boots on, and I had a long sleeve shirt on, long sleeve T-shirt, and I had a cap that's like my yard work / like because I had to cut some lumber too. I had to do a lot of stuff that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a cap on, that was dirty, sweat on it, and I had my working gloves on, and I was just raking my leaves, man. I knew what I was doing. Anyway, this is the first time I ever talked to my mailman. So he says that to me as he's walking that way. And then as I'm finishing
Wait, so he just drives by, no stopping?
Well,
no stopping
he's
frisk.
a walker. I mean, walker. Yeah, he's a walker. But, yeah.
But he says he's speaking and walking at the same time.
Yeah, I think maybe he was I was right by the sidewalk, so I think I said, how's it going? Like, I engaged, but I wasn't asking for leaf advice. Anyway, so he goes down. I'm finishing my leaves, and then he starts coming back up the block, like heading back to his truck. And he stops. And I don't remember how he re-engages the conversation, but he says something along the lines of like, yeah, great neighborhood. And I'm like,
sure.
Yeah, we've been here for about 2 years now, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, it's great. Like all the things that have happened, like, over like all that stuff a couple years ago with that house over on the cul-de-sac. Like he says that to me. And now I'm engaged. I'm like, oh, like what else? He's like, oh, like there used to be a house down over there. I'm like, oh, really? Like on that side of the cul-de-sac? He's like, yeah. He's like, it's been great for the neighborhood since it's been gone. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, you don't know what happened? I'm like, no. He's like, there was like 25 people living in it. They were cooking meth. It blew up about 5 years ago.
Wow.
And so those people were, breaking into houses and stuff. Best thing that ever happened in the neighborhood was that house blowing up. All those people dying inside.
Man.
This is what he's telling me, right? So I'm like, yeah, that's fucking huge, actually. I didn't know that. Like, that's fucking right on. That's perfect. Glad that thing blew up. And he's like, yeah. He's like, this is a great spot, too. He's like, I used to, be walking by it all the time when the realtors were in and out of it. I'm like, yeah, it's been good. We've done some stuff to it. He's like, yeah, I see that. Progress has been great. I'm like, yeah, like, all right. Like, like I'm kind of just like,
yeah.
Not brushing the guy off, but I'm trying to finish my leaves. I got stuff to do. I'm like kind of working, and he's kind of just like saying stuff to keep me like just on the enough in the conversation. And then he says, and then finally, like I'm like, yeah, like I'm just doing some stuff, like getting the yard cleaned up. A lot of leaves. He's like, yeah, you got a lot of leaves. He's like, you cut all those trees down back there, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. He's like, well. I always liked this house. You outbid me on it, but glad to see you're doing good stuff with it. And I'm like, oh, like I just like fake laughed, haha, yeah. And then he just walked away.
Shit.
And I was like, first time I ever talked to my mailman, he tells me how to rake my leaves. He tells me about a house that blows up. And then he makes a potentially backhanded comment about I stole his house from him. Because he was like, I really love this area. Like, I want to live here. He said that to me. He's like, I'd love to live in this area. And I didn't ask him where.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't because of you.
Yeah, pretty much
because
that's what he said. And I'm like, hey, brother. Yeah, I don't know. So that was my one and only. That was just a couple weeks ago, so I'm glad that came up.
Okay, yeah. At first I was really siding with the mailman because I think the mailman has a very important
I was
place.
very appreciative. No, and you know what? I like.
I know. Remember when I was talking a second ago?
What I just said made it come off like I don't like him. I appreciated his time spent with me.
You don't even know what I was going to say.
No, but I cut you off because I wanted to get that out there. I appreciate his time spent with me, but it was a weird first mailman interaction.
Why don't you just invite the mailman in here and you two can talk and
go
then
ahead,
I won't
go ahead. Say your dumb shit.
Who knows what I was even? It doesn't even matter anymore.
It does.
It was interrupted.
Certainly does.
No, I was going to side with the mailman, but I think that the mailman is a very sacred position in the community, and I think that as we've all become a little Amazon, for example, with the becoming Amazon and. That sort of thing. Yeah, the role of the mailman
becoming
Amazon. The role of the mailman has diminished a bit, but I like that there's still guys out there who take that role seriously. Now it sounds like your mailman was going a little far because you have to know. That's what I'll say about my mailman.
He knows his boundaries.
He knew when to break it off.
Okay.
Because for one thing, he's got a goddamn job to do.
Yeah.
He's doing right by the community.
Well, that's the thing. My guy was done. My guy was.
Oh.
Took his route down and then was walking back to his truck because, they parked the truck on the one end of the street.
Of course.
And then they.
My guy was like, we're talking about what we're talking about. Once we're done talking about that, I got to get moving. I got to head to the next town, man. I'm dust in the wind.
What I will say, and this again is this is no disrespect to my mailman. I'm going to be throwing some extra salt down on my driveway this year because I think he's chomping at the bit to sue me for my crib.
Oh my God, man!
I think he wants it bad.
Oh, so I don't think that's how a lawsuit works. It's like, give me a house. Give me a house. Hey, give me a house. I'm the mailman.
I don't know. Listen, what do I fucking look like, a lawyer?
Yes. Please continue.
There's one thing I got to talk about.
Do it.
So.
Do it. I dare you.
I returned to the scene of your bachelor party this weekend.
Nashville?
Yeah, I was in Nashville all weekend. I gotta say, I don't think this was a thing when we went on your bachelor party, but it is now. And I know it's in other cities. This is the first time I've ever done it. Dude, those fucking scooters.
The which ones? The Birds?
Well, the brand
Vivo?
we were rocking was called Spin.
Okay.
I think it's adjacent to Bird.
Yeah,
it's also Lyft owned, but it's not the Lime. Lime is Uber. These were Spins we were rocking. Andy, have you ever really sunk your teeth into one of those electric scooters?
No, I'll tell you what. When I did my stint in Baltimore, I would walk outside in the morning and they would be lining the sidewalk. And one time I walked out and there was this old woman. She had a big ass purse hanging off her left arm, and she was walking down the street, pushing them down like dominoes as she would go. And I was like, that's an American hero. She might as well be the mailman for that.
I'll tell you what, I was always anti-scooter too. I got on one of these things. Holy moly. Andy, it's the best form of transportation in the right city. In the right city. Like, you wouldn't use them here. But, Andy, they're everywhere. So you just walk out of a building and you just jump on a scooter and you go. And you get anywhere you want for like $6.
I don't like them.
Andy.
They're taking up space. They're trash.
I will say, extremely dangerous.
Of course. For everyone involved.
Yeah, cars, people. Like, if I lived in a city where there was frequent scooter usage, I would fucking hate them. I would absolutely hate them because people are just buzzing around on them. But if you're the person buzzing around on it, it's probably how boaters feel about jet skis. Because that's what it is. It's a jet ski. It's a land jet ski.
It's a street ski.
It's a land jet ski that just anybody can hop on. And the only thing they do is they're like, "Are you 18?" And you say yes, and then they're like, "Okay, show me a picture of your face." And you just hold your face up, and it's like,
Jesus.
"Oh yeah, you're 18."
That's crazy. That's scary.
You just start scooting. I'm all in on these scooters.
No way. I don't like them one bit.
Andy.
Because also, so they have them in my neighborhood, and sometimes it's not like they have a ton of them, because I don't think there's a ton of people using them. So what'll happen is somebody will use this scooter to get to one place, and then that same scooter is sitting there for weeks on end potentially because nobody else is like there to use them, and I got to stare at it every day. And I'm like, I fucking
again, I don't think.
I just want to destroy that thing.
I don't think that the scooters are for every city, but a city like Nashville, Andy, these scooters, and they changed my life.
They changed the lives of all those children that they mutilated too.
They changed the way that I view transportation. Why are we going anywhere in anything but scooter? Everybody should be scooting all the time.
No way. I'm like the guy who, when the car came out, I'm like, horse and buggy. Why would you mess with that?
You gotta, Andy. We gotta go, and you gotta experience.
And I think a lot of the people
fucking love it. I know you. You would get on this thing, and you would love it.
I think a lot of the people who use these scooters, they put their AirPods in, and they just zoom around, and they're gonna kill somebody.
No, see. This is the thing.
They don't care. There's no etiquette.
I'm anti-scooter for like going to work or doing stuff like that. But like for recreational transportation, scooter should be everybody's 1-1.
I don't know, man. I feel like I might flip the opposite. Like, if scooter is your only option to get to where you need to go, that makes sense. If I see a guy in a business suit riding a scooter, okay, maybe he's got somewhere to be.
I'd be like 2 blocks away. I'd be like, I'm just going to scoot. Cost me $1. I'm just going to jump on the scoot.
All right. I don't like them.
They're so fun, Andy.
All
right, that's talking scooters.
Welcome back to Scooter Talk. That's talking scooters. Folks, there's so much going on. You've got so much on your plate. Why take up more of your time with little things like having to go to the grocery store, my personal least favorite? I've started getting my groceries delivered, and it has changed everything for me. I am genuinely more happy of a person not having to deal with going through those aisles, people just running into other things with their carts, like people not looking each other in the eye. I really hate the grocery store, and the parking lots, forget about that. The great news is Instacart exists, and you might not know this, but you can get more than just groceries on Instacart. You can also get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour, boy. But the best part is right now, Two in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in this episode description. Start taking things off your plate and putting different things on your plate. It's a food delivery joke. It's not really a joke. It was just kind of a thing I said. The point is this. Make your life a little easier with Instacart. Hit the link in this episode description. Get that deal and start using Instacart today. Listen, like I said, you've been working hard, and I think you deserve to treat yourself. And there's no better way to do that than to check out all the great stuff we've got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. We've got more than just clothes, but let me say this. The clothes, they're going to make you look good and make you feel good, okay? This is not some cheap, weird, like that Gildan brand, and it fits disgusting. This is like, you're going to want to wear this stuff. It's super comfortable. The t-shirts especially. I'm talking tri-blend material. That's 3 kinds of material. That's Target quality, folks. But we've also got mugs and pint glasses and bucket hats and baseball hats, slides, notebooks, fanny packs, all made to order. So again, get yourself something nice and check it out over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Link is also, of course, going to be in this episode description. Check it out. And if you're interested in advertising on this show, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. You know, man, the podcast advertising, it feels like it gets bigger every week. Every week I listen to, my regular roster of podcasts, and it's like, Chevy is doing ads on podcasts now. Oh, Nissan's doing ads on podcasts now, like car companies, but not just them. McDonald's, State Farm, like massive brands that have massive ad budgets that do big commercials on the Super Bowl every year and all this stuff, and it's very cool. I mean, I can't think of anything in my lifetime that has created its own space for advertising in the realm of like television, newspaper, but now podcasts are right there with them, and that's only going to get bigger, and that's really cool. The problem is that there's not really any room for smaller or local businesses to get in on the action. At least they haven't yet. But the good news is that's what we're here for, all right? That's what we're all about. So, again, if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits of podcast advertising and what it can do for you, hit us up, reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com. Oh, brother, I'll tell you what, though. Things are tough out there.
Really?
You know what I saw today?
What?
You know what I saw today, dude?
What?
You know what I fucking saw today?
What?
I saw a real-life bindle.
What's a bindle?
A bindle, you know, like in Looney Tunes when there'd be like a hobo, or I don't think they called them unhoused people. I don't think Daffy Duck was going around calling them unhoused.
Yeah, you call them hobos.
But you see a hobo.
Wait, you can't say hobo anymore? You can say
honestly,
hobo.
I've not heard people complaining about hobo.
Yeah, you can say hobo.
I've heard bum.
Well, you should still be able to use bum, but I could see where bum is offensive. Hobo is just, what does it stand for?
Homeless bum.
Oh.
I don't know what hobo stands for. But I mean, it makes sense to be almost fun. But you know, in the cartoons, when you got a guy riding the rails and he's got the stick over his shoulder with a bag, I saw a real life one of those. Except it was more apocalyptic because the bag was not your classic white handkerchief with red polka dots. It was a full garbage bag, and this man had his entire life in it on this big
That's
stick,
a strong stick,
carrying it around. Yeah, it was a nice stick. It was full Gandalf staff. But if we are living in a time
where bindles
are back on the streets, it's not good. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not here to get into the reasons why that might be.
How can I ask a question?
Of course.
How do you know that he was a hobo? Maybe he was just rocking bindle.
How do you know if anybody's homeless, Matthew? You fucking look at him. No offense, but you fucking look at him.
There's a lot of people out there that aren't homeless that look homeless.
No, there's actually not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's actually not, Matthew.
Is.
No.
Oh, yes, there
no,
is.
there's actually
you don't
not.
interact with enough folks then.
I see the people. I'm a man of the world. I'm a man of the streets. I'm a man of these people. And I saw my bindle brother roaming.
A lot of homeless people in Nashville.
Well, certainly. It's a hub.
Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people.
Bindles are back.
Warm weather states should, in theory, attract more homeless people, right?
In theory, yes, and I believe they do.
Okay, just curious.
Though, again, the most homeless people I've ever seen in one city is in Baltimore. That was like...
It's a cold weather city.
Exactly. That's the interesting part. What else was on the agenda today? I can't recall.
Something about bindles. I think I could get down with bringing the bindle back. Like, more people should be getting out of their car with a stick over their shoulder. It's a pretty effective method of carrying things.
You're right. And, I think for centuries, the wealthy elite has taken ideas from more impoverished communities,
from those broke fools,
from them broke ass hoes, and made them something chic, right? Like food is probably the best example, right? Like I don't know, like oxtail stew or something, right? Like people would make that because the oxtail, I mean, that's like the cheapest cut, but now it's a delicacy. You go to some really fancy restaurants, you get that oxtail at a premium price, by the way.
You're getting that oxtail?
So
I've never had that oxtail.
I'm saying, let's get like a Louis brand bindle.
Yeah.
A Gucci brand bindle. Gucci. I would never wear Gucci. I'll tell you that right now.
A Lou-Bindle.
But a Lou-Bindle.
A Lou-Bindle.
A Lou-Bindle. Get a Lou-Bindle.
Lou-Bindle Vuitton.
Lou-Bindle Vuitton. Call me Lou-Bindle Vuitton.
It's the Lou-Bindle Vuitton.
Call me Lou-Bindle. Call me Lou-Bindle Vuitton.
The
Lou-Bindle. No, you nailed it.
Bitindle. Louis Vuitton.
You gotta learn to quit while you're ahead, Matthew.
Louis-
you gotta know. Hey, I nailed it here, and
Lou-Bindle.
it's time to leave.
Because Lou-Bindle Vuitton doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it fucking does. Because you hear how you say it, Lou-Bindle Vuitton. It sounds great. It doesn't matter if it makes sense, Matthew. It's the best sounding one. That's what's gonna sell the product. We need.
But don't people pronounce it Louis Vuitton with a B?
Morons.
Louboutin.
Le Vuitton. Le Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
Le Vuitton. Le Binde Vuitton.
Lou-Bindle Vuitton.
Le Binde.
That's how they say
Le
it.
Binde. Le Binde
They
Vuitton.
could sell the shit out of a bindle. They would sell it for so much
I think it's a good.
money.
I think the question is what you make the stick out of.
No, they can just make it out of a stick.
You supply your own stick.
No. Oh, you could supply your own stick. No, I want a
If you
Louis
get-
V. I
oh,
want
no,
a Louis
'cause
V
here's the thing.
branded stick.
Yes, you get you. It's like glossy, like a really nice baseball bat type thing.
Yeah, and it's engraved.
And listen to this. It's this
The
table's
pattern.
about to be lifted up a couple inches, and I'm not talking about with my hands. The Lou-Bindle, the stick, a leather cushion, because
For
you
your
put it on your
shoulder.
shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
It's a I think it's cool.
I bet
think it
you.
would
I
sell.
bet you at fashion shows they're already rocking
fashion
bindles.
shows. At fashion shows, it would look great.
I bet you they're already rocking bindles at fashion shows.
Lou,
Because you know how
Lou-Bindle
like
Vuitton?
there seems to be a wave of like just dressing like a homeless person.
I hear what you're saying, but Lou-Bindle Vuitton is different. It changes the whole game. Now that we've settled Lou-Bindle Vuitton,
Was it ever unsettled?
no. Oh, godly Bob Alley. Okay, real quick, show recommendation for everybody. My good friend Gloves told me about this Netflix show.
What's it called?
It's called Death by Lightning. It's a limited series, 4 episodes.
Wow.
Matthew.
You lost me.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You had about 7 seconds to win me over, and you lost me.
What did I said the name. The name's
Yeah.
not intriguing to you at all?
No.
Throw that. That's how I
All right,
feel.
I'll give you another 7 seconds.
Michael Shannon, Nick Offerman,
Ow.
the president.
Wow. The second you start naming actors, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, it's about James Garfield and the man who killed him.
James Garfield, the president?
Yes.
Yeah.
James Garfield.
Andrew Garfield?
Nope, that's
Garfield
the
the
actor.
cat.
Closer, but no.
James Garfield.
James Garfield.
Okay.
And I can't spoil anything. You have to watch it. You have to watch it. I can't describe how excellent it is. And it's only 4 episodes. They're pretty much all under an hour long, 45 minutes to an hour, and it's it's incredible. Nick Offerman's amazing. Michael Shannon, top of his game. I wish I could talk more about it to express just how good it is, but it's so interesting because apparently he was not president for very long. And then, oh my God, and then there's this guy basically, without spoiling anything, James Garfield was the original John Lennon. This guy, basically John Lennon's Garfield.
All right.
Like, he's like, I'm obsessed with him.
So
Something's got to go
let me make
down.
a deal with you.
Okay.
What's the show called?
Death by Lightning.
Death by Lightning. I will watch Death by Lightning if you watch Shooter.
I'll watch it eventually.
Then I'll watch Death by Lightning eventually too.
All right. I mean, you should watch it as soon as possible, but I hear you. I get that. I got other things to watch, Matthew. I hate to say it.
You can watch Death by Lightning, but you can't watch Shooter.
That's
Shooter's
correct.
been out since 2007.
Well, Death by Lightning
I
is
actually
new.
don't
It's
know
fresh.
when
It's
Shooter
hot.
came
It's
out,
on
when
the
Shooter
streets.
came out.
It's what the people are talking about. It's incredible. And it's a story that
Dude.
you've never heard. You don't know what's going to happen.
I fucking nailed it.
2007. It seems like a 2007er.
I'm just so smart sometimes.
Yep. That's you. If I had to describe you, that's what I'd say. I'd say, tell me about your brother. Well, he's so smart sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
He's so smart sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I expect the people to say.
Yeah.
And then other times, he's even smarter. He's even
Ladies
more
and gentlemen,
smart.
the Hood Win of the Week. He's even SMRT. I am so smart. SMRT.
Not familiar.
SMART.
Not familiar.
That's from The Simpsons.
Went over my head.
Now I know another many weeks of short episodes, but you know what? That's what has to happen because we're men of industry. We are multitaskers, multicultural. We're multiple.
Did you see Bezos is heavy into the AI game? He just invested like $2 billion into some AI company.
I did see that there were some big AI investments going down this past week.
What do you think that means for us?
Nothing.
Okay, just curious.
I have no idea. I mean, the thing, like, you can use AI not just as, like, for the chatbot features or even, like, the Neo robot that we talked about, but you can use it to just, like, literally optimize software.
You can use the AI stuff.
You can use it to basically AI things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what most people are using it for, probably, is the AI stuff.
I think so.
Yeah. No, you can definitely optimize things. Oh, I fucking hate use AI to optimize. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Optimize it yourself.
I'm
bitch.
about as optimized as I can be, man.
Optimize
Let me tell you
your
something.
shit yourself.
I'm
bitch.
optimized as hell.
Oh, you want to use AI to optimize? How about you use AI to optimize these nuts in your mouth?
There it is. There it is.
Bitch.
That's the quote. That's the quote of the episode. Yeah, I don't think I get much more optimized.
I got
than
nothing
am.
wrong with AI except for the fact that I don't fuck with it.
Right.
But
Aside from that,
I don't like when people tell me I can optimize with AI.
no.
I'm already optimizing.
We're optimized. We're optimized as all hell. What do you think? What do you think of doing?
You want to know what AI would say?
Most people, they get up, they have a bowl of Raisin Bran, drink a cup of coffee. Okay, I get up, I optimize.
I saw a great a great TikTok the other day and the guy was the classic joke. It was like, yeah, I was talking to a bunch of guys I work with and they were saying, they get up at 7:30. I'm like, I gotta be better. So I started setting my alarm for 5:30. Did you see this?
Mm-mm.
He's like, so I started getting up at 5:30 and then I found out The Rock gets up at 3:30. So I'm like, I gotta be better. I gotta get up at 3:30. So I start getting up at 3:30. He's like, and then I found out there's people that are working overnight shifts. So I started getting up at 11 p.m. and and then he's like, I still wasn't good enough. He's like, I get up at noon now. He's like, people look at it as lazy. I start my day 12 hours before you start your day. It was funny.
That's a classic.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay, perfect. Because we can do the who would win now.
The who would
before
win
we roll out
of
of
the
here.
week. But fuck
Yeah.
optimizing AIs. AI, I'm down with it, except for the fact that I don't fuck with it. Except also, I don't like when people tell me to optimize using AI.
No.
Because guess what? I'm fucking Optimus Prime, baby. I'm always optimizing.
Realize, optimize, realize, hard ties.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Transformers.
Optimize.
Boom. Transform your life by optimizing it.
Transformers. Transform yours.
There it is. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Talking about, oh man, my philosophy on life.
Oh, you want to optimize?
You want to optimize?
Optimize Optimus Prime.
Transformers transform your
yours.
life into something that you can be proud of.
Transform yours.
Transform yours. Don't worry about the other people transforming theirs when you need to be transforming yours. The Who Would Win of the Week this week is Roy Kent from Ted Lasso versus Squidward from SpongeBob. Couple of angry fellas.
Can I say something off the jump?
Absolutely.
Love Roy Kent.
Who doesn't? Whistle, yelling the word whistle.
I've
whistle?
never watched.
Excellent. You didn't watch Ted Lasso?
I watched the first season.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
But Roy Kent was not Roy Kent.
Yeah, he changed.
Yeah.
He changed a lot in that show.
Yeah.
Great in the first season, though.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
These are two very angry characters who, like, if you met them in real life, you'd be like, ooh, that guy kind of rubs me the wrong way.
I like the dynamic between who's the good guy?
Ted Lasso?
No, the player.
Jamie Tart.
I like the dynamic between Jamie Tart and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And Roy Kent.
Yeah. A bit of a love triangle. Bit of a love triangle.
Not really, though, because I feel like, I guess I've never watched the show, but I feel like Jamie Tart's girlfriend is with Jamie Tart, but helps Roy Kent be a better version of Roy Kent. Is that true?
Sounds like a love triangle to me. Something.
What about a triangle?
Something on
Ever
there?
thought about trying these nuts in your mouth?
Yeah, I think that worked. That was
Yeah.
funny. Oh yeah, Roy Kent. Here's the thing: they're two angry guys. Roy Kent's a bit of a rumble tumbler. He's a bit of a rumbler tumbler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as angry as Squidward gets, I feel like he's not super violent. Kent will get violent.
Here's the thing that you have to remember about going up against Squidward is my boy's eight limbs deep. So
Talking about hitting you with the left, right. Hit you with the left,
left,
right, left, other left.
Right.
He'll hit you with two left and still have two more to go.
Left, right,
Center.
left, right,
Yeah.
left, right.
And he's still got
Left.
4 other arms.
Yeah, and he hasn't even touched you with the left or the right.
No. Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
got a left and right that he's holding on to.
You're going to have to keep that in mind because here's another thing I have to imagine about Roy Kent. I think he's disgusted by octopuses.
That has to be true.
Yeah.
That has
has
to be
to be,
true.
right?
Yes.
I'm not touching that
Which, look,
fucking octopus.
There's an ick factor. There's an ick factor when you're fighting a being like Squidward.
Yeah.
You get hit with those suction cups? Brother, remember in Pirates of the Caribbean 2 when the Kraken comes and it sucks off that guy's face and he's got no face?
Can I ask a question? Is this a scenario where
Come on.
Roy Kent is rocking a Sandy Cheeks head, or is this a scenario where Squidward is rocking like a SpongeBob head?
I think that it's a situation where somehow somebody has stepped in and there is
Made a breathing
there's
apparatus built out of kelp.
just both of them can breathe.
He eats the
in the situation.
polyweed. What's it called?
Gillyweed.
Gillyweed.
Yeah.
Roy Kent eats a little gillyweed, or vice versa.
Vice versa.
Could be vice versa.
Yeah.
But that does factor in. But in this scenario, they're both
They meet on even ground.
even ground.
Yeah.
Totally even ground. I really like Roy Kent. I really like him as a guy, I think, from what the clips I've seen and stuff like that. But I don't know how you go up against the 8 limbs. Like,
I
what's
don't
his
know.
strategy to defend himself against Squidward?
And I do think that Roy Kent, I think he kind of runs out of steam. Like he has most of the time what I see in Roy Kent is he's like, God, he's fucking angry and it's going, and then it builds to like this big climax, this big eruption of
This big,
lava. Yes, and then just a lot of post-nut clarity, and Squidward stays angry.
Yeah.
Also, you talk about the 8 limbs. He's an invertebrate. Like, there's that episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob keeps like getting punched in the face and he's like not feeling it. I think it'd be a similar situation with Squidward.
There is a way to stab a squid and they die right away or something like that.
Well, yeah, you got to find the brain or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I fucking hate Squidward, dude.
Well, he's not a good guy.
No. If I had any amount less of integrity, I would pick Roy Kent. But I got to pick Squidward. You got 8 limbs. And he's
8
a big
limbs.
squid. He's kind of like a giant squid,
Yeah.
no?
I think as long as he can keep his head about him, and when
No,
he
that's
gets,
the other thing, too. I don't think Squidward needs to keep his head about him. I think he's fine
so.
to go full
I think
rage.
he does. I think they're both gonna.
I think he's
No, that's what I mean though. Keep a full head of steam, essentially.
Oh, yeah. He'll have no problem about that.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like stay level-headed. I'm like, no,
No, that's
Squidward,
yeah.
You want Squidward to see red.
Yeah.
You want him to fucking go after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, locking in Squidward.
I'm taking Squidward. Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week?
I know you got to go. Sorry to keep you so long.
No, that's okay, Andy. We're just hanging out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else top of the brain that I was thinking about. And really, scooters and mailmen were the 2 things that I brought to the table today. So I think I nailed it.
Another one in the bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Andy, I love you.
I love you too. Watch Death by Lightning.
Watch Shooter first.
Watch Death
If
by
you
Lightning.
haven't seen Shooter, watch Shooter and then watch Death by Lightning so you understand it. You won't understand Death by Lightning if you don't watch Shooter. The movie with Mark Wahlberg, not the TV show. Shooter.
Love you too, Matthew. Thanks, folks. Let's get out of here.